Okay, good afternoon and welcome everybody. This is the East Long Meadow High School School Building Committee meeting. Audio taped by LCAT. Thank you, Jamie. And we have minutes that are at your places, and they were for people online on the calendar invitation. Take a look at those. And then anybody's ready, take a motion.
I'll move to approve the November 20th, 2025 minutes as presented.
Okay.
Second for Mr. Quimby.
Okay. Mr. Christensen, second. Any further discussion? All right, we'll do a roll call because we're in a hybrid here. Did Mr. Crucial come online?
No, Kim did.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go, I'm a yes. Ms. Blair?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Page?
Yes.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Hill?
Yes.
Ms. Margin Boucher?
Yes.
And he's not here. Did Ms. LaBar come on? No, okay. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Christensen?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Right. Abstentions, so it's passed. Thank you. Moving into public participation. Do we have anybody online? No? The audience currently would like to participate? Okay. Moving on then. We'll go to owner project manager update.
Thank you, Gordon. Just a quick update on the budget since we met last. So again, the overall budget is up in the little box there, $177,460,652. So to date, we've received 83.5 million invoice to date, just over that. Of that, $73,849,894 has been submitted to ProPay. So again, we receive the invoices, then after they've been paid by the town, we submit those for reimbursement. You can see that $33,877,258 has been reimbursed so far at East Long Meadow, but below that, we are waiting on the MSBA to deem the eligibility on the latest reimbursement request, which you can see was a large one, over $15 million. So we expect that total, the $33 million, to climb north of $40 million. So everything is on track there. You can see in remaining contingencies, just the status of the contingencies in the project. All are in pretty good shape. And beyond that, there are soft costs. I say uncommitted costs. I don't want to call them savings at this point. But there's a good bit of that there too. I do want to just share a couple. I know that Dory is going to expand on some of these, but the FF&E budget, I know we promised you guys feedback on that. So Dory will go through kind of status of things there, and then also the Mass Save incentive. We have some good news to share on that as well. So any questions on the budget overall? Willing to field those now, but we're in pretty good shape.
Any questions? Any members of the committee? No? Online, any questions? No? Okay. Moving along. Go to.
Yeah, just a couple simple updates from the MSBA side. So the PFA bid amendment that we did receive back from MSBA had a few issues that needed corrections. So it is in the final stages now. I've been promised of being finalized. Saying final so many times with this, but hopefully, Tom, within the next couple of weeks, we have that back, and it's just going to be the signatures, and then hopefully we don't need to talk about it again. Site visits, the next one on the docket is January 20th at 10 a.m. Gordon will share that with yourself and Frank, but don't feel as though you need to be on that. You've seen what they're all about, so up to you. That's about
I think they really enjoy my input when they come.
And your humor.
Exactly.
Not necessarily in that order.
Probably not. Okay, thank you. Moving on to update from Fontaine.
So just in general, just so we look at what we're doing and where we're on project-wise. So the snack shacks and the press box have been taken down. Have you seen that? We're working right now on doing our new press box slab. Press box is slated to show up on the end of February. February. For install, hopefully ready for get that going in line to turn that over. We're also working around the concession building. We have power to the tennis courts. The lights are on, the lamp that's relamped. The lights are aimed. So that'll be ready for the March 1st date that you guys want that. We'll also look, the concession building now has power also. So we've kind of turned all that on. So the exterior is working fine in that area. As far as the building's concerned, we're doing, brick is wrapped around both the academic wing, so all of D&E, the brick is complete there. We're working, the windows are also in all those areas there. As we work our way through there, we're interior of D&E, we're working on ceiling grid and D&E, wall tiles going on also. We have soffits going up, light fixtures, we have back boxes going in, tiling the walls, tiling the areas there as we work our way through there. We're also painting in those areas, moving our way. We're getting into the auditorium area. All the slabs replaced. We've got seats already measured. We're looking at framing in some of those areas there. We're drywalling in building A. We got building B north inspected today, electrically in wall, so we'll be sheetrocking those next week. So we're working our way around the perimeter of the building, just like we have talked about. Roof panels are going on in both B and A on the exterior, so that's all good news there. We're kind of working our way through those areas. And as far as the pool building's concerned, we are looking at steel the second week in January to start doing steel in the pool. The actual pool building itself will be completed by the end of the year. We'll erect the steel around the perimeter and the top, and then we'll work on closing the pool itself as we work our way through there. Everything else is online as far as, the gym's all framed, ready to go here. The locker rooms are 95% done and installed as far as block work. So we're working our way through that area. And like I said, we have all the windows going on A north. They're going in, and so is curtain wall. So we're kind of all moving our way through the building, kind of where we're in. So there's some exterior drone shots we probably had through there. You can kind of see some of the perimeter stuff going on. HVAC units also have started landing. We'll be done landing those on the roof today. So that's a huge accomplishment to get those there. And like I said, we have power. So we have switchgear coming in the middle to end of February. So we'll be able to liven the building up with power too, which is awesome. So really kind of working our way back. If you look at this, we've actually started on the back side. You can see on the south side of building E, we've actually started the fields in that area. We've moved everybody and kind of turned everybody over. And we've actually started looming that area there to be ready for spring. We'll be looking at doing irrigation first in spring and then starting to get those fields going and sodding those areas. We can turn them over for fall to have some green space for the school when we're done in that area.
That sodding bid worked out?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, all good. So as you can see in that area there, it's kind of like where you can see in the stadium area working there, you kind of see the pool building a little bit there, but we're kind of still working our way around the building. We'll be doing the sewer line between the two buildings during school break. So we're not going to interrupt the school's daily activities. And we'll kind of run that line between the two buildings to kind of get ready for the sewer over by the concession building also.
And if you just flip through, there's pictures of everything
All
else.
that's going on.
That's all that's going on. There's about a little
You're talking
under.
HVAC, right?
Yeah, HVAC units going on. Like I said, we got about 200 people here on an average, hands every day putting this building together. So it's a large.
Those going in?
Panels, those are the panels going up on the gym roof. Right there, you can see the vertical panels start at the bottom layer. Those are standing through there. Exterior there, press box gone, yeah.
Snack shack.
Snack shack's gone. They're gone. Now it's up to you, Gordon. You got to coordinate the rest of that. So, yeah,
I think I delegated that to Frank.
perfect.
You did what?
Snack shack coordination. We did have a wonderful meeting in the spring.
Good. That's great.
It is great.
There's the fields like we talked about. Maybe we can leave the mock-up there, Dory, for a snack shack by the fields. Yep, and then like we mentioned before, tiles in the wall going up and the tile in the walls going up, tying that together, painting the frames, and all that's good. We'll be starting the ceiling grid shortly in those areas also. Wall tile in the bathroom, it's one of the bathroom mock-ups there. Ceiling will go in, we're just gonna get the mock-ups, we can get a kind of approvals, make sure we're all on the same page, and we keep going with the actual install. Those are some of the ceilings, you can see that's some of the science rooms with the grid hanging down there. Ceiling grid above that, wall paint going on, cleaned up. We have our first delivery of casework showing up on the 22nd. So we'll start doing the mock-up room, plus we'll start doing the rooms in D1 to install casework.
Are all the windows in, Mark?
And D&E,
Okay.
and we have some on A North also, where the Mason is, so we're kind of following the Mason, so yes, we have all of them on site, again, we're all going in, so yes, yep. Glass is starting to get delivered, so curtain wall is a little different than the windows, so windows are usually just, units.
Sure.
Cased opening basically, and then the curtain walls frame, and then the glass goes in after that.
Getting warmer in there then.
It's very warm in there.
Nice.
The temp heat works, it really, yep, so,
Good.
all good.
Those have been getting tested out too, Greg, and
Yep.
been testing well.
Yep, 4 tested. We should tested 4 today and all 4 passed. So now you can, in that picture there, you can see the pool wall going up. You can actually see the pool taking shape, which is great. We got about another 8 feet to go as blocking the pool. So we should be done that, like I said, for the first of the year. That's just that's the north side of the pool building.
Those are those blankets, right, that you keep the,
Blankets keep them warm, plus we tent and heat also to make sure we watch temperature constantly. Heat the water, we watch that, everything, as far as the mortar and everything else. Yep.
Okay, any questions?
is that the finish?
That's the exterior, that's the cavity right there you're looking at. So that's the north side. So this particular thing you're looking at, there'll be brick facade over this one.
There will be.
This is outside the pool.
Right, but we're gonna
Yeah, the brick will be, the pool will be bricked, yep.
same brick as the building?
Same brick as the building, yep.
Questions online? Okay. Moving to the architect update.
As usual, Mark stole all my good materials.
Got all the pictures, all the material.
Sorry.
Right. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do it again.
You have nice text.
Well, yeah, I just,
Yeah, I just go from the hip.
so in the change order, which we are,
Might as well bring up now.
yeah, just review. We have a fairly minimal, I thought we were going to need to just explain that they're pretty minimal change order. It's, I think, ended up at about 75,000.
60,000. Sorry, 70, what was it?
Yeah.
66,101.06.
Yeah, so relatively speaking, not much. And it's made up of these 3 items. One is just a specific, that's the C20 opening where you all were concerned about the rail. So we filled that.
Oh, over the cafeteria?
Yeah. So that's now dealt with once you sign the change order days.
And that's windows, Dory, that we?
Yeah, so we're.
So it's see-through, but it's glass. Okay.
Yeah, entirely hollow metal frame.
Just curious, what'd that cost? Not that it mattered.
About 20, 18,
I believe it was in the 20.
yeah, maybe 21, 22.
7 or 8.
Crazy.
So, yeah, that was the one that I signed now.
Oh,
It's not bad. I know that. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. I was just curious.
Got the
Based on our fear.
Decades we were going there.
yeah,
No, it's not that bad.
not at all.
That bad?
What? Oh, 7. Oh,
Sorry about
yeah. That was way better than I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Protecting life.
The acid tank system for CAM is it's
Reward.
an isolated system.
Yes.
In the AP CAM where they are going to be using higher level chemistry chemicals. So it actually kind of, rather than put it into the entire system, which would have been a much more expensive system, we knew we needed to do a single point system. Took us a while to get that fully into the system. Vacuum, same thing. That's actually specifically within AP Chem as well, tied into the hood, which is kind of a complex element. So it took a lot of time to get all the engineering on that done and into place. And then the V4, V5 is actually an error correction where we had been reviewing everything from the first floor. Furniture had done something different in their drawings that caused the input that feeds the monitors be located on the wrong side of the room. Didn't catch it in time, so it had to be corrected, and all those inputs had to be relocated to the other side of the room. So conduit connection issues. So that's what those are. These are, now we're in the point where it's going to be like we're walking around and people are going to pick up something and be like, change, can we do this? We hope we have minimal numbers of those. We're definitely in good shape financially, and we have a schedule issue, which pushes everything like that. We don't want to open the door to reconsider things if we can't avoid it. But, we get down to these brass tacks at this point. Observations, just we'll repeat the narrative here if you want to keep going.
Okay.
Dory, before you jump
Sure.
forward, just the autoclave that you emailed me about, is that officially out?
No, that'll be in the next round. So I'll talk about that when we get to FF&E just to cover.
I just saw FFE up here.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. So this is just the agenda here. So going through. Yeah, so again, beautiful photographs, probably a week old, but still good. So you can move forward through these. Jay took this lovely one from the south side. I thought that.
Brick looks great, Dory. You really did a nice design on that.
All thanks, all credit really goes to SMA, who, somewhat conservative, but then it's not, right?
Right.
And I think it really turned out really well.
Texture, there's color. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And metal panel a little closer up. So I think that's going to be really nice as well. It's got a nice warm quality to it that's going to fit in beautifully. Auditorium, those the risers for the seats. So this is, complex space to do. So that was just poured.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like this. And that's going to start taking shape in a big way, I think, as we get the interior walls up.
Is the aisle steps?
That happens sort of somewhat differently. So I didn't even explore and look at that very closely when I was in there.
So you look at the things that are sticking up, those will be lights underneath the aisle seats, so the aisles are right there, if that's what you're.
Yeah.
So we'll have to step down the aisle. It's not a sloped aisle.
Where you're sitting is stepped, and you get to the lower part, it's just a slope.
Right, but what I'm saying is someone will have to step down instead of.
Only the second
Right.
back area, right? The back area is stepping.
Okay.
The front area is ramping. So
It is ramping,
Yes.
okay.
Most of half the space essentially is.
Accessible is really my question, yeah.
Sounds like Minichog.
Okay,
Yes.
Front end is sloped, back end is.
Tiered.
great.
Yeah.
What a great space.
Same moments here. And this is just, we're excited to see the masonry that's working its way through in both the locker rooms and then at the pool. So on the FF&E, just to take that glory, so we were excited because, we've been worried about the equipment budget. And the bids came actually positive, just over what our bid budget was for equipment and for furniture, both of them, but within our contingency number. So that leaves us, about around 200,000 remaining in our contingency. So that's the bulk of it, but there were a couple items where there were no bids. There were a couple items that kind of came up post that. So there's still going to be one more round of just addressing that and dealing with things. There's some discussion about whether or not we needed to revisit the pianos, so we'll talk about that and just touch base and see, given that salvaging one was not going to work out well. We got the autoclave in, which was a very expensive chemistry element, but then they also asked for an incubator in one of their wish lists. And then we're like, well, now that we are this point along and we still have contingency, I asked if we could put the incubator into this final round. So we have a couple of things where we're going to take care of. And we're still in good shape, but
Autoclave now coming out?
no, autoclave is in, good, all set. So you can tell Anissa that was purchased, that will be purchased.
We are getting pianos, the grand, we're not.
Yeah, we already had one in.
Okay.
It's just that we've been doing some rearranging with the pianos.
Right. This one is no good anymore.
Yes.
We had it evaluated and it's.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
close end of life.
It's worth getting a new one then.
Exactly. I think we have the room to actually entertain a second new one, right, if that's what we want to do.
Yes.
And one of the new refurbished. So that's,
No to 3 pianos already.
Yeah.
so, and then little tiny things around that just as, a priority, like Keurigs.
Oh, yeah? Keurigs? Oh, we're going into that detail. That's great.
Keurigs.
Wow.
Put one in this
Put
now.
that on the list.
Faculty.
Nice, yeah. Great.
Small costs, figured a
Okay.
big payoff,
So, and then on IT, I just got the call in, but that's also, it's running a little bit behind, but actually the numbers came in on that, also good, also under budget, with 2 bidders on the AV, and the school's preferred bidder on IT kind of winning out there, and we're still assessing the 2 bidders on the AV.
What's in the classrooms for AV? Is it, we have projectors?
No, they're 85-inch flat screens.
Okay.
Are they on the wall or are they on a roller?
On the wall. They're mounted to the wall, yes. Which is always our challenging element of it, yeah. And, there's some stuff to work out still about that, that we're working on, just to be sure we have the interface of that all working well, but yeah. And then we have flat screens in the corridors in some places as well, and digital displays that are just signage we were talking about today.
The Hall of Fame kiosk, is that going outside the gym door? We talked about that. I'm trying to, just want to know where it's going.
So what was asked for is that we locate it.
Yeah.
So we did locate it near you have the trophy cases. So the input is allowed for there, but the actual technology for that is not a part of contract. So the monitor is coming from the Hall of Fame community booster group is how it was left.
Where, I don't know where the,
So
cases are.
you come in, say, from the pool.
Yep.
And between the pool and the lobby, you walk along there.
Yep.
So it's kind of on a wall along
That hall.
there, where between, I think, the two trophy cases are.
okay.
Two big
And
trophies.
it's an indentation then for that kiosk? Okay, perfect.
It was previously around the corner from there,
Yeah,
and both situations would be okay.
okay.
Tell me about that after.
All set?
Curious.
I have a question. Sorry, I have a question. Gordon, I don't know if this is the best time to bring this up or if it's a different meeting. Our recent presentation from Willie Ross.
I brought it up in the construction meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So we got the notes on that, and I'll talk to our security team, and if there are any other specific notes you want to share with us, we could.
No, that was it. I mean, I think we're well, the TVs around the building are going to be a huge help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying that the challenge often is like, you can have technology, whether you're using it right is another question.
Right.
It does become a challenge to really vet what are the capabilities of the system, how does it tie in? The digital display software is something you already have, so making sure it meets what you're trying to do with it is, I think, the assessment the school should do.
So it's breaking that down.
Yeah.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mass Save, remember Mass Save, the goal, have an EUI, energy use intensity of 25 or less on the school. So energy model, design the building, start working on it. That energy model trickles through a third-party review with Mass Save. And they look at every aspect of what we're doing, that we're trying to comply with, and based purely on having met that goal in the design process, they commit to providing this financial incentive of $385,000 plus to the town for having done all of that work. So even before it's built, they are incentivizing the work to get there. So their review is now complete, and on their side, Mass Save's side, approved, and now that information is being sent to National Grid, which is responsible for kind of paying that out. So it's just step one of the sort of three-step process on the incentive. So it's just a good sign that we're in pretty good shape.
Is PV in that calculation?
No. The EUI is based actually all on the envelope and energy use specifically. There is an incentive that's part of it. There is a little bit of an incentive element there based on tonnage and how much. Actually, I don't think PV is actually incentivized as much as it was. It was the geothermal that would have been, but it has more to do with kind of the overall energy use reduction going on there.
I see Agawam's going geothermal, huh? Did you hear that?
They were
Yeah, I go-
required to go geothermal, is what I heard.
Really?
Yeah, and then they got money to do it.
Wow.
Crazy. Meanwhile, we had asked, right? And they looked at us and went, because we're us. So there you go.
And how does that 360 come back to the town?
Hopefully in a nice check. It'll be coming from National Grid.
Say,
Coming in.
on it, just so you know.
My friends call me Cash.
Not as,
Yeah, sorry, I missed that. I was gonna-
Greg was asking, how does that come back to the town, the money? And
So the town, I believe they get the wiring instructions and all of that and pay out, but it's only a portion. So there's I just wanted to check because the email I received from Olivia
did you give more?
said the total phase one incentive was $1,000,000 $39,520. So that was for phase one alone, but then the post-occupancy incentive that she spelled out here is $289,140 on top of that. So the way I understand it, I will follow up to make sure that this occurs, but that $1,039,000 gets paid out to the town directly after the verification phase at the end. Once you've proven that your building operates the way it's supposed to, and the UI is where it's supposed to be, then that remaining close to $300,000 gets paid. So that's my understanding of it.
Add them all up.
Yeah, that's because when you look at your email, it's like the total project incentive at the bottom is $1.3 million or something like that. So
Does it go into the project is my question, or does it go to the general fund of the town?
in past, it's gone to the district itself. So I will.
Goes to the district.
That's how I don't know if you've.
Asking questions. It's almost enough to offset the insurance increase and utility increase.
Yeah, your
Right,
first,
right.
your first
Before we
electric,
get to- yeah, you're
your
exactly
first
right.
electric bill.
Where we are.
Same bucket.
Or take the money.
So it's great news. I will find out the specifics of how this is being dealt out, but
That's good news.
Yeah.
That's really good news,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's awesome.
oh, thank you.
All right. So now we're moving into bus loop.
Here.
Change order.
Yeah, bus loop is next.
All right. No slides on that.
Sorry, this was put on there, Gordon. This was a you had requested to put something on just.
Frank wanted to know how we were, what the final bus loop was going to look like, and there was whether you can do the bus loop where originally they were thinking of doing it, or you wanted to flip the bus loop to where the current bus loop is coming off of Maple.
Yeah, this is the day when I stopped over in the trailer and we talked about it. So right now we're using what was projected to be the bus loop for the school as the parent-student drop-off. And we're currently still using the front loop as the drop-off for buses. And the pickup for buses. So that front loop is the pickup. And we had talked about concern I had about queuing the cars in that top loop conversation. And if it was possible to even potentially do that lane, that would just be queuing of the cars for pickup at the end of the day, or should we just leave the current situation and the loop that was originally
So that
for busing?
bus loop, when we're done, will be a little bit longer. It'll elongate almost into the pool's like weight room area. It'll be a little longer. I don't know if that helps you with what you need.
So it's more about that front loop and the queuing of cars.
Right.
That was the conversation. So what we're seeing is that original loop designed for buses is working fine as the parent pickup and drop off.
Oh.
Also be that loop will be closer to the entrance of the school. So I think where I would like to probably end up landing is the loop that was originally we projected as the bus loop will probably just continue to be the parent.
Parent loop.
Which one is which? So the one that it's.
Well, you can't really,
Is what?
Yeah, so let me just walk up.
yeah, you
Yeah, so
no other slides there, right?
So-
The only one?
there's going to be a loop here.
That is correct.
Right.
And that loop right now is being used for buses.
Yep.
What we had originally talked about in the design was this loop when the project was done was going to become the bus loop. And now this would be the parent-student pickup and drop off.
There's an issue on exiting with buses out the eastern exit, would you say?
So with.
That's real tight up there.
Finding right now, the issue would be more at the end of the day, Greg, like I have probably 50 to 75 cars line up at the end of the day. The new design, I'm going to have basically, it's going to be wide enough to fit 2 cars. But my concern is
People
Jockeying for position.
people jockeying for position, doing stuff out here.
Yeah.
This is working fine as a parent pickup drop off now.
Yeah.
So leaving that going into next year, even though that's not why it was originally designed.
No, I agree with.
Keeping the buses in front of the school.
It should be, because otherwise we're mixing the buses with the cars.
Yeah, even as we're on, Frank,
Separate them either way.
Well, but I think that eastern exit on Maple is too tight to be sending out 12 buses and cars.
This also blends these.
That's what I'm saying.
Another picture?
We have a system.
Yeah.
We have a system down that's working well. So going into next year, currently this year it's worked. So I'd like to just keep the buses in front of the school.
Right.
It's worked well, and I'd like to keep it.
And so the existing loop there above the 3 will be the car loop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Originally,
He's using now.
using it now as the car loop, and I want
Yeah.
to keep it as the car loop.
And like I said, I don't think we should be sending buses out.
One thing to point out, just in case it helps.
Yeah.
This is your loop, yes, but your loop when this is done.
It's going to extend.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
It's longer.
Right.
So.
And queue more.
You're saying
What's that?
permanently, you want
Okay.
the parents to be looping over there and the buses.
They have an established routine here now, and it's working.
So I mean, the worst case, we can give you different signage if you want signage or something like that at the end of the day, because the design's gonna stay the same. How you use it at the end is gonna be up to your end user. So we could always change some signage if you want to say buses here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to take it back to
I
Eric.
think Helen has.
Well, Eric is not on the call, so that's what I wanted to kind of jump in and say that my understanding was that they could work however you wanted, and Eric planned for both eventualities, but without him on the call, maybe I just want to double check with him, and we can, certainly, I remember that was his design intent, is that, if it didn't work one way, you could flip it the other way. So, but to Mark's point, I don't know what that means, if there's any signage that would need to be changed, et cetera.
I will say the only other,
If I can just chime one
Yeah.
last thing, where this makes it cleaner for us is right now, we have all the students exiting this way, they're going towards the center, so this is where the students go down this here, and we have them merging in with the parent line, and we have a staff member there directing traffic, and it works.
Oh, good.
It just works really well, so we're putting the cars in with the cars, right? But if we now move the buses over here, now we're putting the kids in with the buses, I don't want that. Keep the buses separate up here, parents and students over there. So we had talked it through in a different way before. I like how it's working now, and I'd like to continue that.
and I just want to double check, because the other things I remember being conversation topics just are the pool building and, visiting teams and stuff. So you would have all visiting team buses continue to come to the front, right?
So right now, a lot of the buses are coming in through this entrance
Yeah.
because in the fall, stuff is in the stadium, so they're dropping here and they're parking somewhere up here. It's double wide. This will also get them close to the natatorium when it's completed, so I would expect after hours, when things aren't as congested, buses to still utilize this space, or honestly, at that time of day, it doesn't matter. They can use each one depending on where they're going,
So
Just that 10-minute period.
That would help.
Oh, yeah.
Say that again?
I emailed you a drawing, a PDF of just
Actually,
the
run way more smoothly than when you're
the
That's good.
parking and
The kids hate it because we slow them down.
Main Street.
This is.
Want me to put it up? Is that what you're
Put
saying?
it up, it might help him to point to what the finish, the end is, and he might be able to.
And Frank, that parking lot inside the bus loop is all staff, right?
It's all
So
staff.
They wouldn't be leaving when
They
the
can't leave
buses.
till 2 o'clock anyway,
Right.
so they're 15 minutes after, or
So
10 minutes after the buses depart,
Oh, yeah.
so,
There you go.
yeah.
So
Everything works really well.
there's your final there.
Yeah.
Frank, yeah.
Yeah, so originally this was talked about as the parent pickup and drop off. I'd like to keep them over here.
Yeah.
Keep them with the kids, cars are exiting with cars.
totally agree.
Buses stay here, staff are gonna not be out into this space until 15 minutes after dismissal. Buses are to be cleared out, so they really shouldn't have any conflicts.
So we'll have signage, no cars entering.
We could talk about whatever he wants and change signage, it's,
And that,
Cars don't come into this loop anyway. We're just gonna have to probably more strictly enforce trying to sneak in up here, because occasionally parents will try to avoid this, so they'll try to park up in here.
yeah.
Do I have,
But that's all right. What's wrong with
do I
that?
have those arms?
Because they're not following.
not up there.
Because if I can put 2 arms right here, it eliminates any problem whatsoever. Just a thought.
To close like
We fight with parents. There's always,
It's always the cheaters.
yeah, and we'll front them and then we walk away for a week and they're back.
Yep.
So so if I could put those same arms that I have here, up here,
Are you using those? Are those working for you?
yeah. Well, so in the afternoon, we use them here to funnel the kids this way.
Oh, okay.
Kevin sometimes uses this one for athletics, to push traffic in so we use them at
That's great.
varying times, but I don't know, I know it's another change order, but if I could add 2 right here and eliminate the parents trying to sneak in and disrupt the busing, it would be great.
Are those
Those are the galvanized arms that we have, the gate arms, just swing arms, yeah.
And Dory, the parking for the pool for the community, that's between the pool and the stadium, right? It's not on the loop?
It's frankly both, but.
There is parking on that loop?
So, I mean, no, in that, what you're thinking about is that parking.
Yeah.
But we fully expect that there are gonna be people who are parking.
On the bus loop?
No, in the parking lot itself.
Parking lot.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I just didn't want people parking in that loop.
No, there's,
Okay.
that would be no.
And there'll be signage to pool parking up at that fork?
I will look and see, I'm not.
Think so.
100% sure on.
Because as of now, it's not like intuitive, I would say.
I agree.
You know?
And Frank, the arm would be down to the pool parking until the kids were in class, or is that?
Do I have an arm here? I don't know. The space is gated off right now, so I'm not sure.
No, there won't
There's
be.
no arm there.
Yeah.
Might need one because the kids might want to park back there
Well, we need it open for the community all day.
all day, right?
Yep. And trucks.
We're also gonna have custodians park.
That truck, that's our truck, tractor trailer entrance too.
And that entrance in the beginning of the day probably wouldn't be open.
We should just have signage there, no student parking.
That will immediately
We got a lot of signs.
stop the student parking, because as soon as they
Sorry?
realize they
Lot of signs?
saved any walking.
That should say no student parking as well, right?
By where
Yeah.
the folks are.
Well, I mean,
If you don't have that entrance open,
Park there.
they won't park there. They'll do it once, and then they'll have made that mistake, and they'll have to walk all the way around, and that'll be it.
Good point.
Yeah, because that's the pool there, so they'd have to come all in.
Right? Beautiful.
This is quicker.
Have them do it once. Word will spread fast.
all right, so I'll get that note to Eric.
Yeah, honestly, 2 arms right here would be awesome.
Yeah, I that one as well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And those are locked, those arms, so that you have to unlock them to change that.
That's up to, there's a chain on it, he can lock them, or you,
There's a slide pin.
slide pin, yeah.
I mean, we haven't had.
But we don't want people messing with them.
No, I mean, there's nothing to mess with there.
Are they lockable if we?
They are lockable if you wanted to, but like you
As long
said,
as
if they're not gonna get out of their car and do that, they're not gonna open them, but yes, they are lockable, there is a chain and they are lockable.
It's after-school hygiene.
It just gives us different ways of controlling traffic and,
Yep.
and having a flow to it at different times and what our needs are, so.
Now, we do have the preschool though, and so there will be cars coming in that loop.
Yeah.
And Jamie.
They come in usually after the.
That's later in the day. That's not really.
Okay, it's not during drop off?
So our buses usually drop off by 7 in the morning, and they're already cleared out, and then parents use that front loop to drop off.
Now,
Without
After
issue,
the
and
buses,
we'll do the same next year because it's without issue. It's fine.
So it's just during that
It's
25-minute period before and after that we won't allow cars in, otherwise cars will be allowed in that front loop.
We allow cars in the front loop in the morning because there's no conflict with buses because buses come in so early. And
Yep.
then in the afternoon, we don't allow buses. I'm sorry, we don't allow cars because the buses are queued.
Just for that half hour though?
It's honestly for about, it's about a half an hour.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
15 minutes
otherwise
before,
it's wide
15
open,
minutes
anybody can
after.
park wherever they want, move in, okay, perfect, yep.
Yeah.
Great.
So, okay.
all right. Nice presentation, Frank.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing it.
Got it on the agenda for you.
Yeah, so long and short, we don't have to worry about the queue. So,
That loops around at the top too, huh? You can do like why do we have that second loop on the top of that?
I don't know.
Why is that?
So that you have another way.
Hey, look, kids, Big Ben.
Come back if you.
Keep driving around till Frank opens the gate.
Everybody loves a loop.
And is there 2 crosswalks on Maple up there?
Yes.
Seeing that?
Take the drawing down before. Right.
Hey, I only get one shot at this. I probably won't see it again, right?
There's one on each side of the entrance at the top here.
Yes.
With lights?
With the push button light.
Oh, light.
Yep, they're already installed, actually. We got them bagged, so they don't work right now.
You take either sidewalk up.
Right, whether they're coming, they can,
For one. And there's also going to be a third one down at the St. Mike's entrance.
which is already open.
That's our.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah, because kids used to cut through St. Mike's, yeah.
Now all we have to do is get people to notice them.
Yeah, right.
Especially if they're driving through, right?
You mean the flashing lights?
That's just a suggestion. People don't look at lights and.
Nobody's
especially
looking
right-
at the road anyway. Their phone's more important.
Right.
True.
That parking lot is cumbersome, just saying. It just is not intuitive. I don't know if there's anything, we can't do anything about it now, probably.
I mean, it's I feel like it's a striped version of what you have, which is a gigantic stretch, a narrow, long stretch. Right now, it's actually got lines on it, but it's always like from the very beginning of the project, I remember thinking, oh, this parking lot is just an awkward situation, you know?
It is, because intuitively, you come off that loop, you want to turn right, and then you get stuck down on the south side. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
people figure it out after time, but
Yeah.
it's fine, I guess.
Slows them down.
That's what happens when you change from a tarmac.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, right.
Because it was a little crazy there.
Moving into change order Q&A, is that?
Yeah, it was just, I know Tori already kind of.
Yeah.
You guys on the
Done that?
details, so we just would,
So it forces all the kids to funnel
Okay.
that move slowly along the back.
On that.
Not at a
Change order number 5 for high school?
pace versus what we used to have in the past, where it's just
Launching.
Can we just see the details again for discussion if there's
did
any?
we, I don't know. If actually, we didn't include it. Yeah.
Put this in the slides?
I don't know if I baked it into the slides themselves, so I can, you called me
those filters into that.
communicating that to you in the meantime. So this is change order 5 to Fontaine's contract for the high school project. In total, there were 4 individual PCOs, which Dory went through the specifics on that, and the total of the change order to Fontaine's contract, change order number 5, is $66,101.06.
Amount's not there?
It was like the beginning, I think, Gordon.
I don't think he had.
There you go.
I didn't have.
Right there.
Oh, you didn't have the number.
No, we don't have the number.
That's fine.
Do you need the individual numbers per PCO? Because
I think we got the window as,
I'll just go through them quick. So
do that, please.
PCO number 29, the opening infill is $7,211.27. PCO 27R1, the acid tank sump pump, is $24,350.78. PCO 32, the V4V5 relocation PCO totaled $23,061.11. And then finally, PCO 33, the vacuum system for the chem lab, fume hood, $11,477.90. Again, that total is $66,101.06.
And the infill was based on our walkthrough. That was our suggestion. And the other ones were, did I hear you say we were sort of waiting for engineering design and they couldn't get
Yeah.
really put into the original?
The acid tank, we couldn't get it in time, and we didn't want it to, we could have thrown it in expensively or worked through the issues.
Okay.
We waited a little on that one, and then vacuum was an ad to kind of serve the chemistry program. I'm definitely going to take chemistry at this school. It's,
Yeah, sounds like it.
Sweet.
Awesome.
So do you need a motion and approval on that?
Be so kind.
I'll make a motion to accept change order number 5 to Fontaine's.
A second.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on change order 5? Okay, then we'll go roll call vote. I'm a yes. Ms. Blair?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Page?
Yes.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Hill?
Yes.
Ms. Martian Belcher?
Yes.
He's not here. Mr. Thompson?
Yes.
Christensen?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Okay, the yeses have it. Change order number 5 is on the books. Then we have change order number 3 for the natatorium.
Sorry, that we didn't mean to put that on there. Separate. You can strike that.
Natatorium stricken. Okay. Then moving into new business, there's been a lot of discussion with the last 2 minor storms that didn't delay school at all, nor cancel school.
Cancel.
But did provide a coding just on how it's best this year when we have that first sidewalk in that goes basically from the loops that we've been looking at all the way down to Maple by St. Michael's. But we know that similar to that sidewalk, we're going to have multiple sidewalks when this building's finished, and we may need to maintain them differently than we've maintained building sidewalks and parking lots in the past. Thankfully, we've been able to, with Tom's help and Frank's help and the folks at DPW, we've gotten it.
DPW.
Mostly the DPW, though I thought I saw Tom out there with a shovel. But we got it cleaned off, but we did want to just clarify what we should be using on it, especially this year. And in terms of traction, if, for whatever reason, it's not immediately cleared off. And what equipment might be the best to use as we get all these sidewalks online. Because I think currently the sidewalk equipment that we use around town, I'm not even sure what to call it. I know they use it.
It's a skid steer with the rubber plow edge.
There was no FF&E
That we use this.
interior stuff because DPW does it, is that correct? Is that how that worked?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
DPW.
We didn't know if we should be thinking about something that might be
What do they use at
by
Birchland?
DPW, but housed here, or I don't know, it can be utilized on other sidewalks as well.
They bring everything over here when again, it's just a change in operation, like you said. So if you think it's hard to drive around the new parking lot, try removing snow.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying.
What do they use for equipment at Birchland? Do they use, when DPW does that, do they do snow blowers on the sidewalk, or are you talking about use a skid steer going on the sidewalk?
Oh, yeah, they'll use the skid steer.
That wouldn't.
There's a combination. They do, Birchland has a snow blower where the custodians come out a certain distance and they just got
Right. You're going to have a lot of sidewalk here in that front entrance at the end.
But I think also there are occasions where they'll lift the plow and they'll catch some of the sidewalk.
Right.
But I don't think we want to do that here.
Oh, and then you got the bollards. I'd be worried about all that, right? There's a lot of handwork.
We'll use the same thing. I think the point was DPW was apprehensive about damaging any of our new
Yeah, understandable.
infrastructure.
Yeah.
And again, the extra reveal on the curb has provided a little bit of a problem. And so they just went out there at the beginning of the week and just used they have a rubber cutting edge on the skid steer, so as not to damage the sidewalk as much as possible.
Right.
I think the sidewalk has not been sealed. Is that correct?
It's sealed when we pour it, so it's not like a salt guard or anything like that, if that's what you're asking. It's just kind of sealed for exterior, weather in the beginning. You do that when you pour it, so it just kind of gives you a top coating, so it kind of seals it. There is other products, but I know Eric had a conversation about that maybe but it doesn't stop anything. The salt guard lasts for a little while, then it just wears away, right? So so I think Eric had sent an email before, Frank, and I don't know, you guys, it shows what happens when you use excessive salt, the top flakes off. And and you don't want to get to that, but you at least have to clean it. They have to figure out how to clean it, whether it's not brooms, but the sweepers on it, Snow blowers would definitely help in that main area. We have to look at all that, but.
And we use calcium chloride?
I'm going to let Eric answer that, because he had said something before, and I don't know if Helen is still on. And I know Eric had sent an email on that, Helen, and I don't believe there was a treatment on top of it he mentioned, I don't remember.
No, I thought it was, if anything, sand was the only thing.
Yeah, right, this year was sand, I know.
That'll track into the building.
I know.
Right, but I mean.
Like, we use calcium chloride on concrete.
Currently, I don't think we have sand.
No, I mean, I don't think just.
They have a mix of some kind, yeah.
We don't, and that would track in the.
Yeah, see, I mean, the plowing of the sidewalk is fine because that's not finished grade. Right. But whatever we do now is going to damage the sidewalk.
Right.
It just is. It doesn't matter how slow they go or what they use, it's going to damage the sidewalk. So it is what it is. This is what happens when you fix your house or whatever. The first week, things get bumped, paint gets rubbed.
So is it
just trying to limit it?
There'll be, do the custodians have snow blowers now to get out, like Gordon said, out?
I don't know that we have that.
Handle anything.
From there?
Yes, it's in
Inches,
their
they just
contract to
snip it
only
off.
do the building
Have
envelope.
that, Gordon, when they're.
I think it's the kind of question here, is there equipment that we should be buying?
Saying,
Is the plan
I've
for-
been to Chug.
So the custodians would do the buildings and DPW would do the sidewalk. This is how the existing school is. So this is how it will be when we have a new plan.
So we've got it
This-
covered.
This sort of goes along with the conversation, or the thing I brought up last time is, what are we getting into operationally next year?
Right.
What do we need? So I sort of jokingly brought up the electric bill. Like, I need some sort of usage number for that, like in a month.
Are we gonna use more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Electric,
I mean, you're.
heat wise,
Oh,
it'll help.
we're talking about how.
The gas usage will go away.
Right,
Yeah, the pool,
yeah.
got gas for, so.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so that's.
We'll do a whole look then, because if we take away the gas and put it all electric, okay.
Again, I don't think, they ended up doing the sidewalk and it was pretty painless. And
I mean, getting it right away,
If you-
getting it right away is the key, right? And instead of letting it get tracked down and ice, because then you're into, I need to do something, right?
then you have to remove the ice, right?
So that's harder.
That. So if that's what they're gonna do moving forward, and again, I bet if you go out there, even with the rubber blade, there's probably scrapes on the new sidewalk.
Yeah, there's some scratches. I saw it. I was complaining because I was happy it got cleared.
No, I mean, it's the way it's going to be. And the granite curb's gonna get hit and everything else. I mean,
So, and I heard Beth talking about over here about something that Minichog might be using. Are there any things we should be purchasing to address the campus that might exist that might be?
It's like a
More modern,
big
up-to-date.
sit-down brush, and
Yeah,
it,
it goes, either goes on the skid steer or whatever, but it depends on the snow and how wet it is if they can push it, right? If it's powder, you can push it with that, or you can blow it, but the question that you guys have, or the problem, not the problem, but is contractually, what are the custodians gonna do, and what's DPW? Are you buying something for DPW to come use it, it's housed here, like, Gordon said?
That's my question.
Right.
Should we look at some of these things? Because it is, to my knowledge, probably by far the biggest campus that's gonna need to be cleared in the community. So is there something new that we might need that might make that easier for the DPW? Or we might have some contingency money to address that and house it at the school because it would be school property, like.
It has to be.
Be school property, that's what I'm getting at. If your custodians aren't gonna use it, right, who uses it? You'd have to.
It's going to be a huge task for whoever has to do this. So if there is something that we can do to make that job easier for them, because this is something that's new, that's going to require a lot more man hours.
Yes.
Clear this campus and have it ready for school the next day when we do have some of these storms that come through. Like, what are the things we can do now to potentially support these guys?
I think it kind of would make sense to have a small subgroup meeting with Bruce.
Yeah.
Bruce was,
Because Bruce knows what he has for equipment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and then if it's something that can contractually be, part of the project and part of the school and owned by the school, that's one thing. If it's DPW needs to plan for it, that's another thing. So at least talking it out, but yeah, it's really gonna be huge.
Oh, the DPW, they have stuff stored at our schools at times already because obviously.
Field maintenance and so forth.
Yeah, we're their biggest usage of.
As you will recall, when some of this, I mean, this is always the hardest thing on some of these projects, is that storage of exterior equipment is really hard and is not, outbuildings become kind of complex to these contractual relationships with the SBA. So we have a limited amount of that kind of thing, and that's the worst thing that happens is then there's suddenly a need for something that you don't have. And
Don't we have a garage for the golf cart?
so we have a space.
There's a garage door.
From the outside, that's
Yeah.
not a garage door,
Is there more room than just the golf cart?
lower.
Yeah,
maybe.
just gotta be careful and think about it holistically, right? So your golf cart's electric,
Yeah,
right? And now you're gonna be putting gas.
and you can't do that.
You need to look at that.
And space-wise, in terms of like I think you would need, like what you're talking.
What you're talking about is
Like
quite a bit.
our last project, we had a big Kubota with that big brush in the front, and we needed to build a whole separate shed just to house that. There was
Is that an option?
well, there's always an option, but to Dory's point, I think the way we're contracted in 149A probably isn't the best way to build that kind of storage, but you also could do a prefab unit. There's a lot lesser options that might.
20-foot storage container?
I don't think there's an issue
But
with,
I think the point to Dory's making, I think it's good to get Bruce and DPW and what are they gonna do and what your custodian's gonna do and what does the school need? Right? And I think we move from there.
Okay.
And then we kind of look at it, what we can do from that point. Right?
yeah, and that's all there's new irrigation that no one's ever seen or ever dealt with before. This is what I mean about an operational, what's that impact on us, July 1, 2026?
Yeah, you would test us with that, Tom, and we can I don't know if we'll be able to get down to the exact dollar, but in terms of what you can be expecting, in terms of what you're going to have to contract out, all those good things with a new building, it's going good you're preparing now, because it's coming.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that it is, and that, yeah, the budget message goes out tomorrow, so.
Happy holidays.
But that means everyone's budget's due by January 19th or whatever, right? Were you nice, Kim? Did you give them a whole month?
Yes.
It's not happy holidays, you guys get more money.
No, no, it's not that. There's no way it's that.
All right.
If there's equipment, we should definitely sit down and talk that.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, like I said, I don't think DPW has any problem doing it with what the equipment that they have. Obviously, it'll take more time. It was more putting that equipment on the brand new sidewalk without somebody telling him to do it.
Right.
That's all.
Okay. So maybe we look to schedule a subcommittee operations meeting.
Yeah, again, I think it's going to be an impact to.
Maybe more than one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you got, building maintenance and, park and DPW, snow removal and the whole bit.
Okay.
Everything DPW does.
Should invite Mike Craig to that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably should. Mike and then Mike Scully as president of the custodial union. Okay, so we can look to schedule that?
We'll look to schedule it. Do you know when Bruce is back? Or I'll email you. We'll figure out when he's.
I think maybe after the holidays.
Yeah, if we can fill in with Daryl.
We'll figure out.
Daryl's, running the crew and.
And put me in there if it's going to touch our budget too, so please.
Okay. All right, then the last item for new business was just looking at when we would schedule another school building committee meeting.
Yeah, so I haven't spoken with the team yet. I don't know that we have a need for a meeting in January, but we typically like to keep that. All are available. I believe there are even 5 available. Let's start 5 available Thursdays in January. Look at that. I'm assuming the first one's out the window.
Yes.
So later in the month, honestly, probably be better for us, I think, in terms of where we're at right now. So I'd say the 22nd or the 29th. Doable?
The 22nd and the 29th look for people. Do you want to do it the last Thursday of the month, or do you want to?
Totally indifferent, so I just throw those two out.
I'm out the 22nd.
Okay.
29th?
29th.
Good.
You guys are so accommodating. Thank you.
Enjoy having you.
How does the 29th look for folks online?
That's good.
That's good? That works?
29th is not going to work for me, Gordon, but that's okay if the bulk of the group can meet.
All right. Thank you. 29th in here. Does it look all right for folks?
January 29th?
Pam can't do it.
December 29th,
Yeah.
Frank.
I will be,
December 29th, you could be here. Be nice.
I'll be 1,500 miles
Thanks on
away.
a beach.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's nice to be the principal. I'll be here on the 29th.
Sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
True, sometimes. All right, so then we'll book 3 p.m. on Thursday, the 29th. Happy New Year, as opposed to the budget message that's going out tomorrow that's going to say Happy Holidays. All right. If there's no other new business, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
All right. Any seconds?
Second.
Can I assume that everybody's a yes?
Aye. All in favor?
On-
Aye.
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 Okay. Thank you, everybody.